Celebrating life beyond 65. A journey of growth and positivity. Reaching the age of 65 is not just a milestone. It's a testament to the rich tapestry of experiences that life has woven for us. This stage invites us to reflect on our past, savor the present, and eagerly anticipate the future. The way we talk about ourselves during this time can profoundly influence not only how others perceive us, but also how we perceive ourselves. It's crucial to maintain confidence and dignity in public. Here, we explore how focusing on the positives can lead to a more fulfilling and respected life. If you enjoy this video, please like and comment with a loving number 2. If you think we can improve, drop a heart and comment with a number 7. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe to After 7080 for more valuable insights. The power of positive self-talk. As we age, it's natural to notice changes in our bodies and minds. However, constantly emphasizing our limitations can diminish our confidence and alter how others see us. Imagine being in a social setting where every conversation revolves around your perceived weaknesses. This not only affects your mood, but also leaves others with the impression that life has defeated you. Instead, focus on what you can do. If someone asks how you're feeling, share the positive aspects of your life. Perhaps you've taken up a new hobby or enjoyed a recent family gathering. People are naturally drawn to positive energy, and by projecting a capable, upbeat attitude, you'll attract more of it in return. A simple shift in perspective can work wonders. Instead of saying, "I can't do anything for myself anymore," try saying, "I'm discovering new ways to adapt and make life easier." By emphasizing your adaptability rather than your limitations, you maintain your dignity and boost your morale. Consider the story of Mary, a 68-year-old who found herself frequently discussing her aches and pains. She noticed her friends seemed to drift away during these conversations. Realizing this, Mary decided to focus on her newfound love for painting. She began sharing her art journey with friends, discussing the joy it brought her. This shift not only improved her social interactions, but also enriched her life with a new passion. By focusing on what she could do, Mary transformed her social experiences and inspired those around her. Have you ever noticed how a simple change in conversation can transform your day? What positive stories can you share with others today? Recognizing your value. One of the most common pitfalls as we age is the tendency to dwell on past failures or feel as though our value has diminished. It's easy to think that retirement or grown children mean a loss of purpose, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Every phase of life holds its own value, and so do you. After 65, there's no need to tell others about how you've lost your value or talk about any perceived uselessness. Your worth isn't tied to a job or what others think of you. It's rooted in the rich experiences, lessons and wisdom you've accumulated over the years. If you've ever caught yourself saying, "I'm not as useful as I used to be," it's time to rethink your words. Instead, remind yourself and others of what you've contributed and what you continue to offer. You can say, "I've achieved so much, and I'm proud of my life's journey." When you acknowledge your worth, others will too. You're still capable of making an impact, whether it's through sharing wisdom with younger generations, volunteering, or simply enjoying life on your own terms. Take, for example, John, a retired engineer who initially felt his skills were no longer needed. Instead of dwelling on this, he began volunteering at a local school, teaching math and science. His contributions not only helped students, but also reignited his sense of purpose. John realized that his value extended beyond his career, and his experiences and knowledge were invaluable to the community. By recognizing his worth, John found fulfillment and continued to make a positive impact. What unique skills or experiences can you share with others to make a difference today? How can you redefine your sense of purpose? Keeping health discussions private. As we age, health naturally becomes a more prominent topic of conversation. It's common to want to discuss medical appointments, treatments, and health challenges. However, public settings aren't always the best place to dive into the specifics of your personal health. While it's understandable that health may be on your mind, sharing too much detail can make others feel uncomfortable or unsure of how to respond. Instead, keep your conversations light and focus on the positive aspects of your well-being. For example, if someone asks how you're doing, rather than listing all your ailments, you could mention something uplifting like, "I'm feeling good today and enjoying my time with friends." Keeping things upbeat will make you feel better and help others engage with you more comfortably. When it comes to health, it's best to reserve more personal discussions for close family members or healthcare professionals. This way, you maintain your dignity and prevent awkward or uncomfortable moments in social settings. Consider the case of Susan, who often found herself discussing her medical issues at social gatherings. She noticed that these conversations often ended awkwardly, with people unsure of how to respond. Susan decided to change her approach, focusing instead on her love for gardening and the joy it brought her. This shift not only improved her social interactions, but also allowed her to connect with others over shared interests. By keeping health discussions private, Susan maintained her dignity and fostered more meaningful connections. How can you shift your focus from health concerns to the joys and passions that bring you happiness? What positive stories can you share instead? Embracing your age. Aging is an inevitable part of life, yet constantly lamenting about being too old or not as strong as you once were can create a negative atmosphere. Complaining about age can make you feel older than you are and can also push people away. Nobody enjoys being around someone who complains all the time, especially about something that can't be changed. Instead of focusing on what you can't do because of your age, focus on the benefits that come with it. Experience, wisdom, and freedom from many of life's earlier responsibilities are great positives that come with aging. When you start focusing on the good aspects of your life, you'll find more joy in your everyday experiences. If you find yourself thinking, "I'm too old for that," try rephrasing it to, "I'm still learning and growing every day." Embrace aging as a new chapter, rather than an end. You can be an inspiration to others by showing that life after 65 can still be fulfilling and active. Consider the story of Robert, who initially struggled with the idea of retirement. He felt that his age limited his opportunities. However, he soon discovered the joys of traveling and exploring new cultures. By embracing his age, Robert found a new passion and a sense of freedom he hadn't experienced before. His story serves as a reminder that aging can be a time of exploration and growth, filled with new experiences and opportunities. What new adventures or hobbies have you discovered that bring joy to your life? How can you inspire others to embrace their age with enthusiasm? Living in the present. While reminiscing about the past can be comforting, especially with friends or family, dwelling on it too much can make it seem like you're disconnected from the present. If most of your conversations revolve around how things were better back then, or what you used to do, you may miss out on what's happening in your life now. It's important to stay engaged with the present and look forward to the future. People want to hear about what you're currently enjoying or what you're excited about. Share your hobbies, talk about books you've read, or mention trips you're planning. By focusing on the present, you show that you're still active and engaged with life. Instead of saying, "Back in my day, things were better," you might say, "I'm enjoying what today has to offer and looking forward to what's next." This kind of forward to what's next. This kind of forward thinking keeps your conversations lively and makes you more relatable to others of all ages. Take the example of Linda, who often found herself reminiscing about her past career achievements. While these memories were cherished, they sometimes overshadowed her current experiences. Linda decided to focus on her present activities, such as her book club and hiking group. By sharing these experiences, she not only enriched her conversations, but also inspired others to live in the moment. Linda's story highlights the importance of staying engaged with the present and embracing the opportunities it offers. What current activities or interests bring you joy? How can you share these experiences to inspire others to live in the moment? Bridging generational gaps. Criticizing younger generations or constantly comparing them to your own can create a divide that prevents meaningful connection. While it might be tempting to point out differences in values or behaviors, this often leads to frustration rather than understanding. Instead of highlighting the negatives, try to see the good in the younger generation and focus on bridging the gap between generations. Rather than saying young people these days have no respect, consider saying, there's a lot I can learn from how younger generations see the world. This simple shift in perspective opens up the possibility for positive exchanges. Younger people can benefit from your wisdom, and you, in turn, may gain fresh insights from them. Building relationships with younger generations is essential to staying engaged and open to the world around you. Consider the story of George, who initially struggled to connect with his grandchildren due to their different interests. Instead of focusing on these differences, George decided to learn about their hobbies, such as video games and social media. This effort not only strengthened his relationship with his grandchildren, but also provided him with new insights and experiences. George's story demonstrates the importance of bridging generational gaps and embracing the opportunities for connection and learning they offer. What can you learn from the younger people in your life? How can you share your wisdom in a way that resonates with them? Managing financial concerns privately. Financial concerns are natural as we age, but sharing too much about your personal financial situation in public can make others feel uncomfortable and might even affect how they perceive your independence. While it's important to manage your finances carefully, talking too much about financial worries in public settings can project a sense of vulnerability that you may not want to display. Instead of dwelling on financial struggles, try focusing on the things in your life that bring you joy and fulfillment, that don't require a lot of money. You could say something like, I'm making the most of what I have and finding joy in the simple things. This keeps conversations light and positive, while still acknowledging the importance of being mindful about finances. Financial discussions are best left for private conversations with family or financial advisors. Publicly maintaining a positive and independent image will keep others from worrying about your well-being and allows you to continue living life on your own terms. Consider the example of Alice, who often found herself discussing her financial concerns with friends. She noticed that these conversations often left her feeling vulnerable and anxious. Alice decided to focus on the simple joys in her life, such as her love for cooking and spending time with her grandchildren. By shifting her focus, Alice not only improved her social interactions, but also found greater peace and contentment. Her story highlights the importance of managing financial concerns privately and focusing on the positive aspects of life. How can you focus on the joys in your life that don't require financial resources? What simple pleasures bring you happiness? Fostering positive conversations. Speaking negatively about others or comparing yourself to them not only diminishes your own image, but also brings down the positive energy of the conversation. Criticizing others creates an atmosphere of negativity, and comparisons can make you feel inadequate or bitter. Whether it's friends, family members, or even strangers, it's important to avoid harsh judgments. If you find yourself wanting to compare or criticize, redirect the conversation to something more uplifting. For example, instead of saying, I can't believe they live like that, try saying, everyone has their own path, and I'm focusing on my own happiness. This not only prevents a negative conversation, but also demonstrates your commitment to positive thinking and self-growth. By avoiding criticism and comparison, you open the door to more meaningful and supportive conversations, helping both yourself and others feel more comfortable and respected. Consider the story of Tom, who often found himself criticizing others during social gatherings. He noticed that these conversations often left him feeling negative and isolated. Tom decided to focus on positive topics, such as his love for music and his recent travels. This shift not only improved his social interactions, but also enriched his life with new experiences and connections. Tom's story highlights the importance of fostering positive conversations and focusing on the uplifting aspects of life. How can you turn a potentially negative conversation into a positive one? What uplifting topics can you introduce to your next gathering? Turning regrets into lessons. Regret is a part of life, but sharing your regrets too openly and negatively in public can make people feel sorry for you and may even shift the tone of the conversation. While it's fine to reflect on past mistakes, it's more powerful to frame those reflections in terms of the lessons you've learned and how you've grown as a result. Instead of saying, "I wish I had done things differently," try, "I've learned so much from my experiences, and they've made me who I am today." This approach not only shifts the narrative from one of regret to one of wisdom, but also makes you appear resilient and forward. Thinking, people admire those who can turn their challenges into opportunities for growth. Sharing lessons learned rather than focusing on regrets allows you to inspire others and shows that it's never too late to make positive changes in your life. Consider the example of Carol, who often found herself dwelling on past regrets. She realized that these conversations often left her feeling stuck and unable to move forward. Carol decided to focus on the lessons she had learned from her experiences and how they had shaped her into the person she is today. This shift not only improved her outlook on life, but also inspired those around her. Carol's story highlights the importance of turning regrets into lessons and embracing the opportunities for growth they offer. What valuable lessons have you learned from past experiences? How can you share these insights to inspire others? Embracing lifelong learning. It's easy to fall into the mindset of thinking that after a certain age, you're too old to learn new things or change your ways. But this belief can limit your potential and make others see you as set in your ways. Denying your ability to grow or adapt closes the door to exciting new opportunities and experiences. Instead of saying, "I'm too old to learn something new," say, "I'm still curious and open to new experiences." This not only keeps your mind sharp and engaged, but also encourages others to see you as a vibrant and dynamic person regardless of age. Learning doesn't stop just because we reach a certain age. Whether it's picking up a new hobby, learning how to use technology, or discovering a new way to stay active, embracing change keeps life exciting and rewarding. The more open you are to learning, the more opportunities you'll find to enrich your life, even after 65. Consider the story of Frank, who initially felt that his age limited his ability to learn new things. However, he decided to take a computer class at his local community center. This experience not only provided him with new skills, but also opened up a world of opportunities for connection and engagement. Frank's story serves as a reminder that learning is a lifelong journey, filled with opportunities for growth and enrichment. What new skills or hobbies have you always wanted to explore? How can you take the first step toward learning something new today? The impact of positive self-expression. The words we choose to describe ourselves become even more important as we age. They shape how we see our lives, influence how others perceive us, and impact our overall sense of well-being. After 65, it's crucial to avoid speaking negatively about your weaknesses, value, health, age, or past in public settings. Instead, focus on what you can still do, what you've achieved, and the exciting possibilities that lie ahead. By adopting this positive approach, you maintain your dignity and confidence, and in turn, you inspire those around you to do the same. Your life experience is priceless, and there's no need to hide or downplay it. Speak with pride, embrace the positive, and continue to engage with life in meaningful ways. Remember, life after 65 isn't about slowing down. It's about stepping into a new chapter with grace and optimism. The way you talk about yourself matters, and by choosing to focus on the good, you can live with purpose and joy, motivating others to see aging as a fulfilling and enriching journey. How can you use your words to uplift yourself and those around you? What positive affirmations can you incorporate into your daily life? If you enjoyed this video, please like and comment with a loving number 2. If you didn't, feel free to leave a heart and comment with a number 7 so we can improve in future videos. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to After 7080 for more valuable content and insights.